top with pretty Lavinia and unwed Henry, who brings about Hurricane Katrina and the price of progress. We will that Appalachian crab by the river's edge. There's a storm coming, but it ain't that Carolina drama. That's Alabama bound. It's murder ballads that's coming to town.
Country diggers, welcome to the Speakeasy. Today we're going to be talking about a ballad called If It Wasn't For Dicky, and it was by Leadbelly. Now, Leadbelly had an Irish friend named Sam Kennedy, and he was singing a song in Irish about a cow that had died called Drimmin Down. And Leadbelly asked his friend Kennedy to write down the translation in English, and he took the song and made it his own, called If It Wasn't For Dicky. Now, the older Leadbelly songs are a little harder to understand, so people have to guess at the words, the lyrics, and this is one of them. So stay tuned. All right, this is If It Wasn't For Dicky by Leadbelly. Oh, musha sweeter than thou. Musha means surprise or disbelief. If it wasn't for Dicky, I'd tell you right now about this old man, he had but one cow. He would send her to the fields to be fed, and the way they beat old Drimmer dropped dead. Oh, musha sweeter than thou. When the old man heard that his cow she was dead, over hedges and ditches and fields he had fled, over ledges and ditches and fields that was plowed, never privy to his wife till he come to his cow. Oh, musha sweeter than thou. When he first saw Drimmer, she was in the green grass. No carter man passed that Drimmer so fast. She gave her milk freely without any bell, but the blood of her life spilled out in a pail. Oh, musha sweeter than thou. So now I sit down and eat my dry meal, but I have no butter to put in my tea. I have no milk to sop with my bread, but the way they beat old Drimmer dropped dead. Oh, musha sweeter than thou. And if it wasn't for Dicky, I would tell you right now about the old man, he had but one cow. He would send her to the fields to be fed, and the way they beat old Drimmer dropped dead. Oh, musha sweeter than thou. Okay. All right. I know I can't sing, but that was Leadbelly's lyrics. Now, like I said, he was harder to understand in his older songs, so they had to guess at the lyrics. All right. I'll get back to you with the story. Right, I'm going to read from Wikipedia, and the song that Leadbelly sung was later changed, the title was later changed to Kisses Sweeter Than Wine, and it was a popular song with lyrics written and music adapted in 1950 by Pete Seeger and Lee Hayes of the Weavers. It became a U.S. hit in a version recorded by the Weavers in 1951. An even bigger hit in 1957 when recorded by Jimmie Rodgers and Frankie Vaughan. Frankie Vaughan also had a top 10 hit with the song in the UK in 1958. The tune was adapted from Leadbelly's If It Wasn't For Dicky in 1937. Which in turn was adapted from the traditional Irish folk tune, Drimmin Down Dealis. The Weavers first released the song in 1951 as a Decca single, which reached number 19 on the Billboard charts and number 20 on the Cashbox chart in 1951. Rodgers hit number 7 on the Billboard charts with the song in 1957, and Frankie Vaughan hit number 8 in the UK with it that following year. The Irish folk song Drimmin Down, I think. The song is based on a version of the traditional Irish song, Dealing Down Dealish, Irish for the white-backed, brown, faithful cow, about a farmer and his dead cow. It is of the type categorized as a dream, where the country of Ireland is given form. Most times the form is that of a commonly young woman, but here it is a faithful, handsome cow. A retired Irish farmer named Tim Galvin was recorded in 1982 singing a version called Drimmin Down, which uses a very similar refrain melody to the one adapted by Leadbelly. Traditional recordings of the original Irish song, angelicized as Drimmin Down or Drimmin Do, also survived in the oral tradition in North America, from Prince Edward Island in Canada to the Ozark region of the United States. Leadbelly, in his 1993 book, Where Have All the Flowers Gone?, Pete Seeger described the long genesis of the song. The American folk and blues singer Leadbelly heard Irishman Sam Kennedy singing Drimmin Down in Greenwich Village. Leadbelly adapted the song into If It Wasn't For Dicky, which retained the tune he heard and the farmer cow thing. Leadbelly did not like the lack of rhythm, a common feature of Irish songs, so he made the piece more rhythmic, playing the chorus with a 12-string guitar. If It Wasn't For Dicky was first recorded by Leadbelly in 1937. I do like his version. He's good. I do like it, but like I said, the words are hard to understand on his earlier albums. I guess because the quality of the records and stuff. But the Weavers, Kisses Sweeter Than Wine. I like that one too. That one's good too. Seeger liked Leadbelly's version of the song. In 1950, the quartet, the Weavers, to which Seeger belonged, had made a hit version of Leadbelly's Goodnight Irene, and they were looking for new material. Seeger and Lee Hayes wrote new lyrics. Hayes wrote all the new verses. Seeger rewrote Leadbelly's chorus, tuning If It Wasn't For Dicky into a love song. Kisses Sweeter Than Wine was published in 1951 and recorded by the Weavers in July 12, 1951 in New York City for Decca Records, reaching number 19 on the U.S. Billboard chart. The music was credited to Joel Newman and the lyrics to Paul Campbell. Both names began being pseudonyms for Howie Richmond, the Weavers' publisher. The Weavers' music publisher was Folkways Publishing, one of the many subsidiaries or aliases of TRO, T-R-O, capital letters, the Richmond organization, founded by Howard Richmond. Others are Ludlow Music, Folkways Music, Essex, Hollis, Hampstead House, Worldwide Music, Melody Trails, and Cromwell. In his 1993 book, Seeger wrote, Who should win credit on this song? Who should win credit on this song? The Irish, certainly. Okay, who should get credit on this song? I guess it's supposed to be. The Irish, certainly. Sam Kennedy, who taught it to us, Leadbelly for adding rhythm and blues chords, me for 2 new words for the refrain, Lee, who wrote 7 verses, Fred and Ronnie for paring them down to 5. I know the song publisher, the Richmond organization, cares. I guess folks whom TRO allows to reprint the song and like Sing Out, the publisher of this book, care about this too. Okay, but I do like the Leadbelly. I have not heard the Irish one because I can't really find it. I guess you can. It's on might be on YouTube. Just put it in. But I know I have. If It Wasn't For Dicky, I have the Leadbelly song on my iTunes playlist. Kisses Sweeter Than Wine I have by the Weavers. And but yeah, you can find it on YouTube too. I've got them on my playlist on YouTube. You can go look. But that was neat. You can also find this on Route Index 2712. Okay, and also Route Index is on the Jimmy Rogers and Frankie Vaughan. You can find those on Route Index S465602 and S384579. All right, hope you enjoyed. See you back soon.